Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Megs and this is the painted lip. I wanted to do a little overhead kind of swatching video of my Tammy Tanuka shadows. I didn't know whether or not to do it now or if I should wait until I have my second order or fourth order, or I don't even know what order it is. That's coming from Russia. It's stuck in Poland somewhere, I guess, because I lost the tracking from there. And our mail system is kind of crazy right now, but I wanted to show you these bad boys. Hi everyone, Editing Megs here. I just want to let you know that Tammy Tanuka is having a sale on selected loose shadows and other products on her site. This is the Etsy site as well as her Sigil.me. It looks like it's 20 to 30% off, and it's from the 12th to the 14th Moscow time. So these ones are using a new kind of recipe for pressing, and then these ones are of the old recipe for pressing. I have a duplicated, so these two shadows are down here and here, but these are of the new recipe just to see how well they perform comparative to each other. So anyway, so if you're interested in seeing my Tammy Tanuka collection, then please just keep on watching and we'll get right into it. Okay, let's kind of get started here. So this first one, there's a whole row here that looks very like similar to each other. I'm looking in the viewfinder now, and they look actually, they're picking up as they should in that they look a little bit different. So this one is She Who Sets Traps. This is a beautiful kind of bronzy brown. This one and Pack Leader are very similar, with Pack Leader being a little more on, I feel like more of a yellow kind of tone. This is more of a neutral tone, but it does have a bit of goldenness to it. So there is She Who Sets Traps. Look at that. It's a very like goldeny brown. I'm going to use this one here too. This is Pack Leader. This is the one I just compared it to. This is going to be deeper in tone, and it's definitely, I feel, more of a bronzier tone. If you can look at that. Okay. Now, Pack Leader also comes in a pressed version. There's a few, maybe one or two here that I know of off the top of my head that do come in a pressed coin, she calls them, shadow, that has like a formula and everything already done for you. So Pack Leader is definitely one of them and is beautiful. So there's those two, so these two right here. Let's see if I can bring it up. Does have a nice kind of metallic shimmer to it. Not a huge like large mica. It's very fine mica that's in there. Okay. Let's use this one. This is She Who Overthrows Governors. This is like a beigey, kind of beigey, has almost like a little bit of a pinky rose kind of quality to it, but it's a really pretty color. Almost even like a platinum, I would say. There you go. Really pretty. This is the Bride of Dawn. So this is definitely has more pinky, purpley kind of tones to it with a brown base. Let's use my pinky. I'm just going to gently tap in there. I don't know if that's picking up. There you go. Again, this is of the old pressing formula. So these work really well when they're wet, except for the ones I just swatched. The ones with the bigger mica generally are better with wet. It does have a nice kind of sparkle to it. Okay, and then this one is, what are you? Oh, Skilled at the Art of Levitation. So these two are kind of similar, but this one definitely has more of this one has kind of a, again, a pinky, this one has more pinkiness to it. This one is similar, but a little smoother, not as crumbly, but also not as sparkly. So there are my kind of bronzy browns These are definitely more of a yellowy golden kind of tone. These ones are more true brown with some like purples and all that in it. Okay, so we're gonna move down the line here nicely. Just gonna try and make it easy as possible. So you will find when you order from Tammy Tanuka, either on the Etsy site and on her, well, I've only ordered one from Sigil, and that's what I'm waiting for. I've traditionally ordered from the Etsy site. Oops, that just kind of loosened up a few. So some of these are a little crumblier, but sorry, let's go back to what my point was. Let's not get totally off topic. So when you order from Tammy, from her Etsy site, she will include some sample, which is really, really nice because it's a nice way to try. However, this one didn't come with a name, and I've been trying for the life of me to figure out from the site which one it is. But this is what it looks like. Like, how pretty is that pink? Like, it's, I wouldn't say there's any kind of duochrome to it. It's just like a straight up kind of nice metallic-y shimmery pink. Again, this is just using, there's no base on my hand, there's no wetness, and this is just being used with isopropyl I'll put the name up, and the isopropyl alcohol of 99%, and then a fairly hard press. I don't know if I'm pressing too hard or not. I'm just trying to figure out the formula. Anyway, so that's that one. I don't know the name of, so I do apologize. This one is She Who Traversed Rainbow Bay. This has a more of a peachy, corally goldenness to it. I was only given a very minimal amount, so I'm gonna not use that much. But as you can see, it's got like almost like that melon kind of pigment from MAC to it. Very similar in feel. And a golden melony tone. Next one is called, I think it's called Enduring. Oh, Unequaled. I don't know why I want to keep calling it Enduring. This is Unequaled. It's like a peachy pink, a very soft kind of shade, very easy to work with, smooth. There you go. It's right there. Again, this is just being just straight up kind of pressed with a little bit of alcohol and binder. There you go. I used this the other day. This one has a little bit more of a duochrome to it. I wore this the other day when I had to go to work. These next ones are a little bit problematic. These ones here with the black, more black and toned right here. These bad boys. And I say that because they have a black base and they're a little more crumbly, and you need to be a little more, I don't want to say gentle with them, but they can be a little maybe temperamental in how they work and how you need to use them on the eye and so forth. So they are a satin as well. So I don't know if that changes it, but they're a black based satin. But they're gorgeous. I love the look of them. So this one is Sworn to the Estuary, and this is also Sworn to the Estuary up here. This has the dimethicone and the coconut oil in it. So I'm going to show you just gently putting my finger in there. So that's the tone of it, which is really beautiful. And when I put it on, I'm just going to pat it on because I find just swiping it just does not make it work well. So that is Sworn to the Estuary, and that is with the old formulation. I'm going to use a new one, same kind of thing. There it is there. And I'm going to just pat it on. I do find the new formula allows me to not just have to pat, but it allows me to actually put it on a little bit more nicely. It goes a little bit further, a little more opaque, less crumbly. So that is Sworn to Estuary, that beautiful kind of emerald green, which I've been coveting for a long time. So I'm glad that one worked out. This next one is a Blue-Eyed One. Again, a satin, a black-based satin blue. It's quite a nice bright blue. But again, kind of crumbly. I don't think it likes to be pressed, but that's what it looks like. I'm just, again, patting this on. This is old formula. You see how it works. It doesn't really like me. I might have pressed it a little too tight, too hard, but that is Blue Eyed One. Now I'm going to use it with, this is just dimethicone, no coconut oil, but I find it does work a little bit better. It allows me to spread it out without being too, you know, too gentle with it. So there is Blue Eyed One. Again, these work better wet and more patting motions, I have found. Just going to build it up a little bit more so you can see. Yeah, this one's like, I think this one is tightly pressed. So I do like the formula, the recipe I use for that one. But they're really pretty, and I'll show you what they like leave behind on your fingers. It's not really coming up, but it's a beautiful kind of royal blue. Okay, next one is Hydra. Okay, so again, old formula in terms of recipe. And it's that, again, black base. That's that one. Next one is Mechanical Crow. These two are the same recipe and everything. I don't know why I pressed them when I could have saved it. Anyway, this one seems to be okay. Maybe I didn't press them as strong, but this is Mechanical Crow. This is Hydra. Mechanical Crow, Hydra, Mechanical Crow. These two are the same formula. Really pretty. Again, that's what's left behind on the fingers. Super pretty. Really nice when you wet them. This one is Night Flower Seeker. I'm just going to be very gentle with this one. It's very finely milled. It's really pretty. It's of the old, again, formula. I'm just going to kind of pat that on. This has a purple with a pink kind of shift. That's that one. You can see the pink in it. When it's wet, it really kind of comes out a little more. I'm going to show this one here. This one is Fortune Teller with the new, when I'm using the new recipe to press. This one has dimethicone and the coconut. Just so you can see slight difference in these. These two are very similar, Hydra and Fortune Teller, I find. Fortune Teller has a little bit more brightness to it than Hydra, so I'll show you them side by side. Hydra, Fortune Teller. Okay. Didn't really need this one. You know what I mean? You can see the kind of colors I generally like, especially in that black base, but they're harder to use for sure. And my hand is getting quickly stained. Okay, so then we're gonna go to, she does these special sets. I've mentioned it before in a video, and I'll link that in the video as well. She does these special sets that have just a small amount of color to them. So I don't wanna like keep swatching because then I'm just wasting the shades. But this is called Beautiful Stranger, and it's a beautiful aqua color. Yeah. This one is called Wing Foreigner. This is like a multi-chrome, even though this isn't, but it goes on, like, even just swatching it like there, it's just gorgeous. This is old formula, no dimethicone or anything. but it's gorgeous. It's green with a gold kind of shift. I would say like dark green, lime green, and gold. Really quite lovely. Does it compare to Davina's? No, of course not. Their formula is amazing. Okay, this one is called Citron Bard. It's a nice lemony yellow. And then the one next to it, above it I should say, is called Nostalgic for Dandelions, which is a little bit more of a warm sunshine kind of yellow. Let's move on to these ones here. This one is Song of the Night, I think. Song of the Night, yeah. And this one's like it's a white, but has a pink iridescence to it. It's probably not going to come up on camera, maybe when I swatch it. Because when I swatch it in person, it's definitely pink. Yeah, I don't even see the white in person. It's definitely pink. Not bad. There. Okay, this next one is called Mad Professor. I love this one. It's a little bit chunkier, has a bigger mica flakes with kind of purpley mica bits in it. This one was okay to press compared to other ones I'm going to show you. It says Mad Professor. Really pretty gold with the purpley bits. Okay, next one is called Mistress of the Battle Dragon. This again was a sample. I was lucky on 2 orders. I got same sample, but it still wasn't all that much. So I'm going to use it judiciously, but it's a beautiful green base with a very kind of sparkly gold. And this next one is Promise of Victory, which is super flaky, does not want to be pressed, but will work very well with a sticky base, like a glitter glue. Like NYX's glitter glue. That's Promise of Victory. So, I mean, if I were to get this again, I wouldn't mind trying to see what it's like with if it works with the dimethicone and the coconut oil. I don't know. With a little bit better binding agent, but on its own, it's horrid. Because you can see it gets everywhere. Okay, so that is the older, less new palettes. And I've already swatched these ones, so I don't need to do those again. These ones here are really, really pretty. These, majority of these are, I want to say, like, I know the Wildflower is satin, but I don't know about the rest of them. So this one is called Glorifying Sunsets. So as you can see, this is going to have like a duochrome, even a multichrome is to it. Has kind of like a red, orange kind of base, and it does go into golds. Look at that kind of a rusty, reddy, pinky gold. That's really pretty. The one that's very similar to it is Bunny. This has less of a duochromeness, but more of an oranginess. Bunny is one that's been pressed as well into a coin, so you can find that on her site if you're more interested in as a pressed shadow than a loose. Next one is called the Mirkwood's Lost Light, I think it's called, yeah. And this is a bright kind of greeny color. Nice shimmery green. This one right here is called Little She Devil. Is a nice deep red metallic. It almost feels like a satin as well, because there's not a huge amount of shimmer, but it's not bad. There. Those were finely milled when they came. This one's called Wildflower. this is a satin, and it's definitely a very bright pinky red. It's not flat like a matte, it's a nice in-between. Like satin is actually a really good one for it. And this next one is one of my favorites. This is called Squid. Look at that sparkle. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. It's like a blue, dark blue green kind of base with a gold shimmer. Like, oh, so pretty. This one is called the Queen of the Dark Drake. Again, a dark kind of base, like a gray, charcoal gray with a gold, fine gold. Almost like greeny. Oh, again, so, so pretty. This one is Mistress of the Sunken Ship, which has more of a gray, blue kind of undertone with a green shimmer. Very, very pretty. Very shimmery. Those are those ones. And last two are these ones here. She swore an oath. It has almost like a burgundy undertone base with a bluish gray. There you go. And then this one is Enchanted by His Treasures. It's like a coppery color with a gold kind of sparkle to it. Very, very pretty. Okay, so I would say those are majority of my loose ones from Tammy Tanuka. I do have one of her palettes, Lovely Voice of a Humble Bird. That's this one here. And these are the shadows that are in that one. Really nice kind of neutral with very special shadows, I think, in there. Almost contemplating buying the full size, to be honest with you. So anyway, I hope that was helpful in showcasing some shadows. So I hope you enjoy, and let me know if you're thinking of buying any of her loose shadows or her palettes. I do have the Joyous Ice Fish on its way. I don't know when it's going to get here, hopefully soon. Along with that, some more loose pigments that I'll just add to my lovely collection here. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll just close this up. And I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found something that you like. Take care, stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!